So hi. So as far as we have talked about the function overloading and operator overloading. Okay. Now, in this lecture, we will talk about the uh, function overriding, overriding, and function hiding. Okay, there are two terms like function overriding and function hiding. Okay, so we have also talked about the virtual function, virtual function, and vptr and vtable. Okay, now and also in this we will talk about the diamond problem. Okay, diamond problem. Okay. Okay, so firstly we come to the function overriding. So suppose we have defined a class. Okay, define any class. Okay, and we have right there it's any function like fun. Okay, and we write here like uh, a class fun is called. Okay, now I define another class. Okay, and write a public specifier here. Okay, you can also take any other specifier. Okay, I have write a public specifier, public class A. Okay, and I will also write the same function here. Okay, void fun. And yeah, here I write a b class one is called. Okay, now if I define a object of class A. Okay, and assign it to the object of class B. Okay, and if I write obj dot fun. Okay, so what will be called? Did this function will be called or this function will be called? We are trying to override. Overriding is like we have written a function in a super class, and we have redefined that function in the subset class, and we wanted to change some kind of functionality in the that function for my subset class. So we are overriding that function. So that is called as the function overriding. Okay. So now if I try to run this, one arrow is missing here. Now if I try to run this function, the class fun of this A class is called, but we have defined the object of class B. Uh, we have defined the object of class A and assigned it to the class B. But so the function of B1 should be called, but what happened is that it doesn't check for the runtime, and it check the type of object for which it is defined. So here A type object is defined, so A type function will be called. So we can say the compiler to write virtual here and check for any other declaration of the fun in the subsequent classes if there is present. So it will check if the object assigned to that class. So you can see that bfun is called. So we are overriding that function. So that is called as the function overriding. Okay. Now so far as good, but one more thing, Now we have a class A and class B, and we have defined a object of class A and assigned it to the B. If I assigned it to class A, then virtual class of A should be called. No problem in it. Okay. Now, yeah. So that is called as the function overriding. Now come to the function hiding. Okay. Suppose we have defined a class A and defined a function void fun, and uh, in the subset class we have write a parameter like int a here. Okay. Now we have defined this function, but this signature is not matching with this signature. So if I write here something like this and try to compile it, then you will see that a class fun is called. So we have hide it. This is the function hiding. We have write a function fun in base class and inherit class A to the class B. But in the class B, we have defined fun function with some signature, different parameters. So we have hide that fun function. Okay, so that is comes under the function hiding. Okay, this one is completed. This one also, this one also. Now come to the diamond problem. Okay, so diamond problem is a problem that comes in the class. That is like we have defined. Okay, so let us take an example like we have defined a class A. Okay, now we have defined A and this is the constructor. Right here, A constructor is called. Constructor is called. Okay, okay. Now we have defined a B class also here. Okay, and we have written the B function as cout constructor is is called. Okay, we have a class. A is taking he is getting the values from B. Okay, now there is another class C. Okay, it is also inheriting from class A. Take an example like, okay, now there is another class that is D. Okay, and it is inheriting from class A, class B and C. Okay, and here is a public section. Okay, so we have a class A, class B that is inheriting. Class A is the super class and B is inheriting from the class A. C is also inheriting from the class A and D is inheriting from the class B and C. Now if I define an object of class D, okay, so constructor will be called. So what will be the sequence of the constructor is that firstly the super class constructor will be called, then the subset classes constructor will be called. Okay, now narrow problem. Yep. Now you can see that A constructor is called, then B constructor is called, then one more time A constructor is called, then C constructor is called, then D constructor is called. You can see that A constructor is called two times, and that is the incorrect. Like we have created the object, we have initialized the A two times, and that is not correct. So we have to tell the compiler that you have to convert its compile time binding to the runtime binding to solve that problem. So what we can do is that we virtually inherit that class. If we write virtual keyword here, okay, and try to run, so you can see that A constructor is only called for one time. And if I delete virtual keyword from here, you can see that A constructor is called two times. We have to convert that uh, constructor calling to the runtime binding. So that is the famous diamond problem, and in this way we will solve this problem. Okay, so yeah, that's all.